Where are you on the hemorrhoid timeline? Believe it or not, you don't just wake up one morning and have hemorrhoids. This is a condition that can take months or even years to fully develop. At first, you may not even notice that you have them or are beginning to develop them. So, what this article is going to attempt to do is walk you through the timeline and hopefully point out what you can do at each stage to prevent your condition from getting any worse or even clearing it up completely. Keep reading to find out more. It usually begins with a change in your digestive system. This is something that also happens gradually over time. Maybe you had a very fast metabolism when you were younger, but then as you got older, you started to notice that the same foods you were eating were putting more weight on you. I ballooned up to 150 before I finally went on a diet. You may also notice that you're not moving your bowels as often. Maybe even suffering from occasional constipation. At this stage, you may not even have hemorrhoids, but now is the time to make some drastic changes because this is how they start. You need to exercise more, cut out the fatty and junk foods and start getting more fiber and water in your diet. Had I done this 30 years ago, I would have never developed hemorrhoids in the first place. The next stage begins when the constipation or diarrhea starts to become more common. One day, you're going to notice a few drops of blood either on your toilet paper or in the toilet itself. This is the first sign that you are developing internal hemorrhoids that are starting to bleed. If you've reached this stage, again, you need to identify what's causing the constipation and or diarrhea and make some serious lifestyle changes because things are not going to get any better. I am speaking from experience. The final stage is when the constipation becomes so severe that the straining forces the hemorrhoids to start to stick out from the anal canal. When this first happens, you will probably notice mucus and some serious pain. You may very well be laid up in bed for a week. When external or prolapsed hemorrhoids first hit, they hit with a vengeance. The following bouts won't be as severe, but they'll become regular whenever you move your bowels. At this stage there is very little you can do outside of surgery, depending on how bad your hemorrhoids are. Maybe lifestyle changes can make a difference at this stage. They did for me, but I consider myself very lucky. If you like, you can read about my story in my signature below. It's a short 10-page report that won't take you long to go through. It is my hope that you are currently in the early stages of hemorrhoids and can do something about them. As I said, dietary changes, more fiber and water, exercise, and elimination of junk foods will greatly reduce your risk of developing digestive problems and ultimately hemorrhoids. Discover how I cured my hemorrhoids 100% naturally in 2 days without ever being bothered again. Click below now, get free report.